Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. In today's video, it's going to be a little all over the place because I'm going to be doing a get ready with me while telling you about our vacation. We recently went on a Disney cruise, and then while I was on the Disney cruise, I also picked something up. I thought I would share that with you. And then while I was on the cruise, I had a couple things come in the mail. So I'm going to put timestamps down below in case you don't want to hear about the Disney cruise and you just want to see what I got on the cruise. And then also I did pick up the new Chanel beauty set. I ordered that from my sales associate before it came out, and it actually arrived the day that I was leaving for my cruise, so I didn't have a chance to share with you, but I thought I would share with you today. And then I also got another little item in the mail too, so I'll put the timestamps down below, but for now we are going to go ahead and get ready. And usually when I do get ready with me, I'll like take you through each product. Make sure to check the description because I'll link everything I'm using down below. Okay, so we actually decided about a month ago that we were going to go on a Disney cruise. That was actually not our plan for this summer. Actually, our main plan was to go to the beach like we normally do, and then we took a trip to Niagara earlier in the year, which was nice. But as some of you might know, if you've been following along, my daughter, she actually broke her collarbone on May 7th, and she was healing nicely. Everything was going well. And then we got to week 7 and she was playing at a neighbor's house, and my neighbor actually texted me and said, "Amber, hey, I'm worried about Sky. She was playing in the backyard and she fell." And I looked at Dave and I immediately ran over to my neighbor's house, and I knew something was wrong. So I went there, and Sky had ice on her shoulder. Long story short, we got home and we could see the bone sticking out even farther than it did before, which we knew that was a bad sign. And Sky is a very quiet kid. She doesn't really complain about much, but she came home, she had ice, and she was just like, no, please, please, no, because all she wanted to do was get back to sports. She had a hockey tournament she was going to. She had made this local team and they were going to go compete in Boston, and she'd been looking forward to that for a year. She also has a hockey tournament coming in August that she's not going to go to. We had to cancel all of her camps. So I'm telling you all this for a reason. So we just felt terrible for her. She already missed a bunch of the lacrosse season because she had, broken her collarbone. She was finally almost back. So anyway, we wanted to do something fun for her that she could look forward to. So we thought, well, what is something we could do for just a couple of days that she would really enjoy? And we thought, well, what about a Disney cruise? Because the past Disney cruises we've gone on, we have had like such a good time. This would have been our third. So we booked it really quickly. We did a 3-night cruise, and we wanted to make it really easy on ourselves. So we actually flew to Orlando, and then from Orlando we actually stayed one night there because we wanted to make sure there weren't any issues with flights, because the last time we went, we were at the Orlando airport for 12 hours because we had a delay. But anyway, so we flew to Orlando, and then we went back to the airport the next day, took the shuttle bus directly to Port Canaveral, which is where the cruise leaves. And it was so easy. And if you've never been on a Disney cruise, holy smokes, I would totally recommend it. It is perfect for families and kids, and even if you don't have kids, they have so much for grown-ups to do. So we got on the cruise ship and we immediately went to get something to eat because we were starving, and they had their buffet open. And actually at the buffet I met one of my subscribers. She came up to me, and it was so cool because, like I said, I don't have a ton of followers or anything like that, so when people do come up to me, it's like I really appreciate it. And so I got to meet her. But anyway, we had the buffet and the food was just so good. The food on the Disney cruise is just delicious. But the first night we did that, and then they also had one thing that we did a lot of this year. We took advantage of a lot of the activities that they had on the ship. So for example, they had one thing they had like learn to draw Mickey Mouse. So we did that, and it was really fun because it took you step by step, like learning to draw the characters. They also had like trivia games you could play. So we did a lot of that. So the first night, we had the early seating. The first night we went to Arendelle, and Arendelle is where they put on like a little like Frozen show for you, you know, while you're eating, and that was so good. And we got really lucky because the table that we had the first night was right overlooking the water. So we basically had like a water view while eating. And just so you know, on the Disney cruise, if you do the dining, your wait staff will follow you each night because you go to different restaurants. So the first night was Arendelle, and the food was amazing. You basically, everything's included. You can pick whatever you want off the menu, and if you want a second or a third, you can pick that too. And the service is just so amazing. So we went to Arendelle, and then the first night on the ship, they have like the little like Mickey sail away party where you get to kind of wave goodbye to everybody on the land and stuff like that. So that's really fun. Then we decided we were going to see the new Avengers movie, so the new Deadpool movie. They were actually showing that on the ship, which was pretty cool. So the first night we stayed up until 1 in the morning, which was tough for me because usually I'm in bed by like 9 or 10 and then I'm up like really early. But that movie was really funny. It was good. I was a little nervous because like it was rated R, and I hadn't let Sky see like a rated R movie yet, but it was totally fine. I mean, they cussed and stuff like that, but I mean, she's heard that before. But the movie was good and it was funny, so we saw that. And then the next day we arrived in the Bahamas. Now when you get to the Bahamas, you have the option, you can stay on the ship, or if you want to take an excursion to Atlantis, you can. Now we really wanted to do like the water slides, but because of her collarbone, she didn't have her sling on anymore, but she couldn't do any of the water slides. So we opted to stay on the ship, and we just took advantage of a lot of the activities on the ship. Like we did trivia, we did some more learn to draw. We did a bunch of learn to draws, and we did like a bunch of trivias, and we ate they had like the little buffet there. And then for dinner that night, we went to a place called 1923, which was more of like a classic place, and once again the food was really, really good. And then that night after dinner, we went to see a show. They have live shows there that are so good, and the first show we saw was The Little Mermaid, and the special effects and everything are just amazing. Like it was so good. So we saw The Little Mermaid. Let's see, and then the next day we went to Castaway Cay, which is Disney's private island, and pretty much everyone gets off the ship. There's also a 5K that you can do on the island. We were going to do that, but it was like 100 degrees and we had already done it last year, and just looking at the timing of like getting off the ship, doing the 5K, coming back on the ship, changing, we would have really like wasted precious time on the, you know, enjoying the beach and stuff. So because we had already done the 5K last year, we opted not to do it this year, and we went to the beach, and I'm gonna put in like some clips. It was just absolutely stunning. Like the water is just so clear and blue, and while we were there we got some virgin pina coladas, which were really good, and they were actually having a wedding there, like overlooking the water, so that was really pretty. We got to see some of that. We got to play pool. They had that on the island. They had a lot of activities for kids, and then they had like a barbecue that you could have for lunch. And then we ended up getting back on the ship got changed, and then the final night, because we just did the 3-night cruise, we did the Disney Avengers dinner, and that was really cool. We got a seat where Spider-Man came through, and Sky got to high-five him, and the food was really, really good. And then after dinner, I'm trying to go through it quickly because a lot was jam-packed. After dinner, we went to see another live show, and that was Aladdin. And Aladdin was really, really good. I liked both of them, but I would say between Aladdin and The Little Mermaid, I liked Aladdin probably better because they had like a magic carpet, which was really cool. And just, again, the special effects were awesome. But then we went to a couple more learn to draw, like trivia. They have so many things on the ship. And we got some little strawberry daiquiris, which were really, really good. And then we ended up going to sleep early because we had an early flight the next morning. And the way Disney works is you can either choose to take your luggage off the ship, and just walk it off, or they'll call you based on like little tags they give you. So if you're like in the Donald section or the Daisy section, they will call you to depart the ship based on the section. But since we had an early flight, we wanted to do the early walk off so we could get to the airport. And we got to the airport with plenty of time. But then I remember I was like calling my mom just to like tell her, because they were watching the dog, and I said, I'm so excited, our flight's not delayed. I get back to Dave and Sky, and they were like, our flight was delayed. I said, oh no, you're kidding, because we basically had like post-traumatic stress from last year, because last year there were some weather issues, and our plane was coming from Atlanta to our airport, and it was delayed, and we were at the airport for 12 hours, so we were just hoping that wouldn't happen. But it was only delayed an hour. We were able to get home and see the dog, but it was a really, really fun trip. We packed a lot into 3 nights, and we opted for that one because we didn't want to take a ton of time off work, and we just wanted a little getaway, and it was so much fun. But you can choose to do a longer cruise if you want to. But I think Sky enjoyed herself, and we enjoyed ourselves too. Like, it was nice because we really disconnected from the phone. We didn't have access to the internet or social media or anything like that, or texting, and we were able to just have good family time with just the 3 of us, and it was really, really nice. Definitely, memories were made. Oh, I forgot to mention, there was also on the ship, if you do have families, not only do they have a kids club that you can put your child in, but they also have something called the Edge, which is where they have ping pong. They also had basketball. They had all sorts of things, which make it really fun for the kids. But where was I? So anyway, so we had just a fun trip, and just memories were made, that's for sure. Just the 3 of us, because Sky, she's only gonna, she's already 12. She's gonna be 13 soon, and it goes fast. It really goes fast. And we felt so bad what happened with her collarbone, and we just wanted to do something nice for her. And a lot of you have asked me how her collarbone is doing. So the second time around, she is, as of yesterday, 5 weeks in. So she has about 7 weeks left before she can really play sports. Like, she can slowly probably get back, maybe like take some hockey shots, or maybe like pass the puck, but we just can't have her take the risk of falling. So she has to wait the full 12 weeks. That's what the doctor said. So she is a little bummed about that, but we said, look, Sky, this is the reality. If you want to be back for the season, you just have to follow this. And so she's trying to be careful, and oh my God, I feel so bad for her, you guys. Like, so bad for her. She's had a pretty rough year, and like, as a parent, it's just so hard to watch. But one thing I tell you guys is it's all about your mindset, and it's important for people especially kids to go through things in life, to see that you're not always going to win things. Things are not always going to go the way you plan, and it's how you deal with it that really matters and kind of mold you as a person. So anyway, I would highly recommend a Disney cruise. I put little clips in so you could see, you know, this time around. But if you're interested, I did film a full family vlog, like of the whole entire thing when we went last year, in case you guys are curious. Now, I will say a Disney cruise is rather pricey, but I would say it's totally worth it. And again, if you have a family and you want to go on a trip, they treat you like royalty, absolute royalty. It's clean, the food is amazing, it is just so good. So we had an absolute blast, and yeah, I'm really glad we went, and now we are back to the grind, back to the swing of things. But it was so fun, so fun. All right, let's do a final spray. But while I was on the cruise, I did pick something up while I was on the ship, and I thought I would share that with you. So let me go ahead and spray. Okay, this is my final look. I'll link all the products below. I still have to put earrings on and everything. But stay tuned. I'm going to share with you what I picked up on the cruise ship. I'm also going to share with you the new Chanel beauty item I got in the mail, and then I have another little something I got in the mail as well that I'm going to share with you. So let me put my earrings on and everything, and stay tuned. I will be back and I will share all of that fun stuff with you. It is much later in the day. It is 7:30 at night now, and I want to share with you some of the items I either got in the mail and one of the items I picked up on the cruise. So I wasn't planning on shopping, but if you're familiar with going on cruises, they open the stores on the ship when you're at sea. And we were at a little lounge and we were doing trivia, and I looked over at this store and I saw the most beautiful bracelet. And that caused me to go into the store. I didn't end up getting the bracelet, but then I saw the most pretty stone. Now for me, I love turquoise, specifically opal, and I had never purchased anything from Pandora before, and I ended up getting a necklace. It is the prettiest opal, so I ended up getting the chain separate, and then I bought this little opal charm. It is so beautiful. And the cool thing about this charm, if you're familiar with Pandora, I've actually never purchased from Pandora before, but Pandora is super popular. A lot of people really like their bracelets, and this particular charm you can actually use as a necklace, which I'm doing, or you can also put it on a bracelet. And the lady who was actually helping me, she had a really cool bracelet, and she said she's collected them over 10 years, and every charm was like a little piece of her life. And I loved that idea. I thought that was so cute. So this is my first Pandora piece, and the necklace is really cool because it hooks like this, but then you can also adjust it to your liking. So if you want more of a longer necklace, you can have that, or if you want it a little tighter, like if you want to layer it. But I just thought this opal was so beautiful, and I cannot resist opal. For Kendra Scott specifically, every single opal style they've had I have picked up because I just love it. But let me know if you've ever purchased something from Pandora. They have really beautiful pieces, and I was actually surprised by the price of this. I was thinking it was going to be a lot more expensive, but for the charm and the chain, it was around $100, which I thought was priced well. I really didn't know what to expect when it came to Pandora. I kind of assumed it was going to be like super pricey, but it was a nice, pleasant surprise, and it came in this cute little Disney by Pandora box. So that's what I picked up on the cruise ship. Okay, now one of the things I was most excited to share with you, but I actually received it in the mail the day we left. Unfortunately, my parents called me and said, hey, you got a package, and I was hoping to share it before I left, but Chanel came out with 2 new kits. I only purchased one of them. The other one was cute too. It had like a little lunch bag that came with it and a couple other items. But I ended up getting the Chanel makeup takeaways. This is the Nature Getaway set. First off, this is so cute because it's a box, but it looks like a bag. And let me show you how it opens. It basically opens like this, and it comes with 5 different items. So I'm going to insert close-ups and insert overlays, but the first thing that it comes with is this limited edition pouch. And the cool thing about this, it is the cutest like peach color, but on the inside it does have a wipeable lining. There is like a little pouch, so you could actually use this as like a little clutch if you wanted. It says Chanel Beauty, but I would probably use it for travel. It is the prettiest color. So it comes with that. It also comes with a single eyeshadow, and this is in 822 Rose in Hand. So here is the cute little packaging, and then it comes with 2 little applicators, and I will kind of do a little up close so you can see what it looks like, but that is a really pretty peachy, beautiful color. All right, it also comes with a Rouge Cocoa Flash, and I love these. These are so nice. This is in 825, and once again, this is another really pretty like coral. And actually, I do have some gloss on, but let's go ahead and put some on. So you can see it goes on nice and sheer, but there is just a hint of color. I really love these. I really, really do. And the packaging is so lovely as well. All right, and then the next thing you have is a little Balm Essential in Morning Dew. I love these. This is actually the highlighter I used. Today I had just the regular translucent, but this one, you can use it as a blush if you want, or you could even use it as a highlighter. So let's just tap it a little bit. I already do have makeup, but you can see that's going to give you just like a nice, fresh, like glow, and that's a really pretty color. Let me do a little swatch so I can show you. Once again, it's really, really sheer, which I like, because if it's sheer, that means it's going to be blendable. Sometimes if things are too opaque, it makes it difficult to blend, but I love those. Then it comes with this. This is the Le Liner. This is an eyeliner in Heartbeat number 824. Now, I will be honest, I don't think I'm going to use this because number one, I'm not really an eyeliner girl, but number two, this is a really like bright red. So let me just show you what it looks like. You can see it's kind of like a hot pink almost. So this would be good if I do like a fun Halloween costume. For those of you that don't know, I love Halloween, and I'm always trying to do like different Halloween looks. So maybe I could do something fun with this. But you got all of these items in the kit. I had a hard time deciding between this one and the other one, but I thought that I would use more items in here because even though I'm not using the liner, I'm definitely going to use these 3 items. And this would be a pretty, like a really pretty lid shade. So here it is. And actually, let's put it a little on my lid too, even though I have makeup on already. I'll put a little, see what it looks like. Just a little bit in the center. I think that would look pretty to tie everything together if you wear it all. I probably should have used this in the tutorial, but still, needless to say, really, really pretty. So I was really, really excited about that. All right, I have 2 more things to share. The next item I want to share is something that was actually sent to me complimentary by M Boutique, and I have spoken about M Boutique quite a bit. This video is not sponsored, but they were kind enough to send me a base shaper. Now, I have mentioned base shapers before. I have one for my wallet on chain specifically, and that's what I really, really love using it for, that because what it will do is it will keep the structure for the bottom of the bag, and it will enable you to maximize space so I can fit more things in it. They were kind enough to send me a base shaper for my Christian Dior bag. So let me show it to you. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It is a faux piece of leather, and basically what you're going to do is you're going to add it to the bottom of the bag. They have a base shaper for a lot of different bags, so make sure to check out their website. I have one for my walk, my Chanel boy bag, I have one for my Chanel 19, and now I have one for this. And let me show you why it is so beneficial. It's pretty cool. So with the book tote, you can see, like, see how this can have a tendency to, you know, kind of go in a little bit, right? What this is gonna do, you're just gonna plop it at the bottom of the bag, and I will show you what it looks like. And not only does it open up the bag a little better, but you can see on the side of the bag, it makes it so that it's nice and structured. So I love using these. I love the base shapers. I also like using organizers. A lot of times I'll use them together as well, just because I really like to keep my bags clean on the inside, and I like to keep them structured. I like to maximize space. But M Boutique, they were kind enough to provide me with a coupon code for you guys. It's going to save you 12% on any base shaper or, you know, any of the items on their website. I will put a link to their website down below, as well as my coupon code on the screen, but I would highly recommend it. Specifically, I mean, it works great for the book tote, but if I could recommend one for any of the bags, it would be for the Chanel Wall on Chain. It is amazing for that. I love, love, love their base shapers. Highly recommend. All right, I have one more thing to share. This is something that I picked up from Amazon, because who doesn't like to get Amazon packages? I swear, I told my husband, Amazon is going to end up taking over the world, because you literally, you think of anything and it's on Amazon. But I was perusing, shocker, summer dresses. I do have another vacation coming up soon, so I wanted to get some more dresses. Not that I need any more, but I saw this beautiful pattern. Look at this. It reminds me of a Lily dress. I'm gonna put a picture. I don't know if I have a chance to try it on before I get this video up, but if I do try it on, I'll share myself trying it on. If not, I'll put a picture. But it reminds me of a Lily dress. The colors are so beautiful. Pretty blues and pinks, and you know that I'm probably gonna wear like a pair of Kendra Scott earrings to match. That's just kind of like my vibe. I love it. But I thought this would be a good flowy beach dress, and I loved the colors. Again, it was on Amazon, and they had a lot of other colors too. And I'm the type, if I find something I like in a certain style, I will like stock up, and all I wear in the summer are dresses. I just find them super comfortable and really carefree and easy. You don't have to put a lot of thought into it, where like in the fall, winter, you have to put thought in, oh, a top and shoes and pants. With this, you just put a dress on, some accessories, throw some flip-flops on, and you're good to go, but it like looks like you're put together. So I was really excited about this dress. I thought it was so pretty. I'll link it down below. So there you have it, my friends. This was a long video. Hopefully you enjoyed the get ready with me, sharing with you all the information about the Disney cruise. If you have any questions about that, let me know. I will also link, I'll try to find the Pandora necklace and link it down below. Hopefully I can. And then I know this is sold out now, but I will link it just in case. Definitely check back, because if it's anything like the Chanel Codes Color collection, like those mirrors that were out, they were constantly coming back in stock, so definitely make sure to check back. And then of course I will link the base shapers and this beautiful dress. I'm so excited about this dress. So pretty. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure to hit that little subscribe button, and I would love to be following me on Instagram as well. Have a lovely day, my friends, and I'll see you in my next video.